Hello, grade 4 learners. My name is Teacher Elle and welcome to our science class quarter 3 week 2. Today, we will learn about force exerted by a magnet and properties of a magnet. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn the following objectives. Identify common magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Recognize that magnets' opposite poles attract while like poles repel. Identify and describe key properties of magnets such as polarity, strength, and the ability to attract certain objects. Let's begin our lesson today with a quick review activity called Think, Pair, Share. Take a moment to think about the question carefully, then after that, I want you to share your answers with your seatmates. First, when force is applied, does it always require contact between the two objects involved? Okay, the answer is no. Force doesn't always require direct contact between the objects involved. Forces can act as a distance like gravity and magnetic force. Is it possible for us to push or pull an object without touching it? Then explain your answer. Alright, the answer is yes. It is possible for us to push or pull an object without touching it, like using a magnet to pull a magnetic object. Before we proceed, let us first define the following terminologies: magnets, repel, attract, and demagnetization. When we say magnets, a magnet is a natural rock or a metal object capable of attracting specific types of metal towards it. Repel. Repel means to force something to move away. Attract means to pull something toward another thing. And demagnetization means the reduction or complete removal of a material's magnetic properties. Now this time, answer this question. Is it possible to push or pull an object without touching it? Alright, the answer is yes. There are forces in nature that can push or pull objects without touching them. Did you know that the Earth is a large magnet? The Earth possesses a magnetic north and magnetic south, with invisible lines of magnetic force extending from the north to the south. I have here a few questions for you to think about and share your answers. First, do you have an object with you right now or at home that has a magnet? What is it used for? Okay, so there are different applications of magnets in various technologies, such as magnetic levitation trains, MRI machines, and electric motors. Many objects used in our daily lives contain magnets, like speakers, cell phones, magnetic locks of bags and wallets, and refrigerator magnets, among others. Now, how does a magnet affect other objects? Okay, a magnet can attract objects if they are within the magnet's magnetic field. Now, what kind of objects are attracted to a magnet? Very good. Magnets attract objects made of iron, nickel, or cobalt. Now let's do activity number 2 in your notebook, Anticipation Reaction Guide. Below are statements about magnets. On the column before the statements, put a check mark if you agree with the statement and an X if otherwise. Do not answer the column after the statements. So all answers are accepted as this is based on what you have known so far. Make sure to return to it when you finish the activities on magnets. So in the after column, you will respond to what you have learned. Class, today we'll explore the fascinating world of magnets. Magnets aren't just fun to play with, they have amazing properties that make them very useful in our daily lives. Let's dive into what makes magnets so special. A magnet is a rock or a metal that can attract certain materials like iron, nickel, and cobalt. So this force of attraction is called magnetic force. The amazing thing about magnetic force is that it can pull objects without even touching them. Magnets have unique properties that make them fascinating. Every magnet has two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole, where the magnetic force is the strongest. When two magnets are both close together, they exhibit attraction and repulsion. Opposite poles attract each other while similar poles repel, creating a push and pull effect. Additionally, magnets only attract certain metals such as iron, nickel, or cobalt, while materials like wood, plastic, or cloth are non-magnetic and will not stick to a magnet. Magnets aren't just in your refrigerator. They're used in many technologies we use daily. For example, magnetic locks on wallets or bags, speakers and cell phones use magnets to work. Magnetic levitation trains float above trucks using powerful magnets. Even MRI machines in hospitals use magnets to take pictures of our inside body organs. Now, let's do activity number 3, reading a story Magnet Max, read by Mrs. Molly on YouTube. It is written by Monica Lozano Hugnes and illustrated by Holly Weinstein. Okay, so here are the questions. First, who are the characters and what they did do to magnets? Very good. The answer is the characters are Max and Nick and they tested what materials are attracted to magnets. Now, how do magnets affect other objects? So based on the story, magnets can pull magnetic materials. And what kind of objects are attracted to magnet? Okay, the magnet attracted a paper clip, a refrigerator, a nail, and a bolt. These are all materials that are made of iron. Now let us have activity number 4. Draw a line from the magnet to the things it will attract. Then after that, answer the following questions. So first, which objects are attracted to the magnet and why? Okay, so the paper clip, the nail, and the keys are attracted to the magnet because they are magnetic metals. Number 2, which objects are not attracted to the magnet and why? You're right. The pencil, eraser, wooden chair, paper, and crayons are not attracted to magnet because they are non-magnetic materials. How did you decide which materials belong to the group that is attracted to magnets and which ones did not? Okay, the materials that got stuck into the magnet when placed near it are classified as magnetic, while the ones that did not get stuck to the magnets are the non-magnetic. Now, what are the characteristics of the objects attracted to the magnet? Very good. The objects attracted to the magnet are magnetic metals. The ones that are not attracted to the magnet are made of paper, plastic, cloth, and other non-magnetic materials. Now, why do you think certain materials are attracted to magnets while others are not? Okay, some materials like iron, nickel, and cobalt are attracted to magnets because they have special properties that allow them to stick to magnets. Other materials like plastic, wood, or glass don't stick to magnets because they don't have these special properties. That's why only certain metals are attracted to magnets. Now, let's do this activity. Given in the table below, observe how magnets behave. Then write your observation and illustrate what you observe. Use arrows to indicate if magnets pull or push each other away. Explore further by moving the magnets closer or farther from each other. Okay, check if your answer is correct. Magnets exert a force of attraction on materials containing iron, steel, nickel, or cobalt. Additionally, magnets can draw other rigid magnets closer or push them away or repel. This happens because of the magnet's two contrasting ends or poles, a north pole and a south pole. North poles are drawn to the south poles of other magnets while they repel other north poles, and south poles exhibit similar behavior, attracting north poles and repelling other south poles. Now you may write your reaction whether you agree or not to the given statements about magnets in the last column of the table. In your notebook, please answer true or false number 1 to 5. So carefully read the statements below, then write true if the statement is true, otherwise write false if the statement is wrong. Part 2, multiple choice. Carefully read the questions below, then choose the correct answer from the choices for each question. Then write the letter corresponding to the correct answer. Great job today, grade 4. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.